Hey everyone, if you came on tour and you got a picture in our photo booth, I just want to give a big shout out to Pop Social. Pop Social presented us with the Halo Pod that we had on tour. It was super fun and is great for like any party that you have or event that you have. We got ours here in Los Angeles, but they're all over the place. They do photography, videography, graphic design, set design, video, photo booths, everything. So check them out at popsocial.life.
Well, what is this?
Welcome to the LadyGang.
That's amazing. Say that again.
The LadyGang.
Things are about to change around here.
Each week we catch up with Hollywood's hottest girl posse, Kelty Knight, Becca Tobin, and Jack Vanek.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the LadyGang. I am Becca Tobin here with Jack Vanek and Kelty Knight.
In the flesh, baby. In the flesh.
I just had some stomach issues in the bathroom. We went for ramen, and somehow these two
I don't know how food can get through your intestine that fast to come out as diarrhea.
I know, that was
I'm telling you,
10 minutes.
I have the type of thing where it's instant. It's instant. It's like I'll finish a meal and need to get home within an hour. Not every meal.
What is that
I'm saying
like?
certain foods really, I don't know if they're making their way through you
Or
that
if they're just
quickly.
pushing the bottom
it's
out.
pushing what else is in there out. But
what was it in like you had spice?
I had a spicy
So spicy.
with
Eat
a
the
lot of
spicy.
veggies. There's no meat in there.
Right. I'm like
The chili oil.
the chili oil? I don't feel like I mean the spice, but it didn't feel that spicy.
Cabbage. Doesn't cabbage make
Well,
you really...
cabbage was a choice.
I love...
Cabbage was a choice.
Cabbage. Are you kidding
I was
me?
actually kinda
Added it
shocked.
at the end,
Well,
and
'cause I was like,
oh.
No, she added it at the beginning. It was the first. She's like, I want cabbage.
I fucking love cabbage,
That's
guys.
so weird.
I love it
Do you
in
like a
soup.
coleslaw?
No,
I like
it.
coleslaw.
I like it hot. I like it in a soup, and I like it in like a bowl. It is my favorite food, one of my favorite foods ever.
I think cabbage does make you...
It's definitely farty.
Yeah, and kimchi, which is cabbage,
Like extra cabbagey cabbage.
is my favorite.
love
Like, if
kimchi.
you could add kimchi to everything, I would.
Gut health, baby.
Congratulations. I mean, it is
Probiotics.
really good for you. So it's
It
probably
is.
why you're like, it's cycling through. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jealous.
Okay.
but it was good. I have no regrets.
No regrets.
I only
regrets.
regret it when I don't have a bathroom nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're safe here.
I'm safe.
We're not on the tour bus anymore.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I got it.
I can't believe that only 1 out of 3 of us really shit our pants.
You know what? I don't know why we have to bring this up every episode.
I forgot
so
about it until
rude.
this minute.
I was able to avoid the foods that make me really go.
There was no cabbage on the bus.
There was not a lot of fresh food is really what makes me go.
Yes.
So I was eating
As God intended.
packaged, garbaged bullshit, and I was just stopped up, really.
You know, we were talking earlier about like food and bringing a joy and like, do I really feel like I need, like, do I crave a food? We just ate this delicious ramen and it's like the right amount of saltiness with like the hard-boiled egg in
It's very
it.
satisfying.
And it really, like, my whole soul feels warm. And I thought about the time that you were like, your body's a furnace and you need to feed it with warm things.
yes.
I feel
That's
it.
like my mantra.
feel it right
Your
now.
body is a furnace.
My body is a furnace.
I think the woman next to us actually, as she was sitting down, she was telling her teenage daughter something about the importance of warm food.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird.
You
I
guys,
was like,
I never learned that until Becca said it, and
I
then
know, 2
this
weeks ago.
Chinese medicine doctor on my TikTok said it, and then now I'm on the train.
Well, I remember when I used to go to a Chinese doctor, and they would always be like, "Your feet are too cold," and they would put a heat light just on my feet.
Oh,
I don't know what that
that's
means.
the lack of iron. I feel like.
circulation. I think I figured out my numb toes issue with my running.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had an insole in my sneaker that somebody told me that I needed, but it was making it so that my sneakers were too tight.
Just cutting off the circulation.
This is an interesting story. Ah! Sorry. I got stuck in my cord. This is an interesting story. I was with Christina before she gave birth a couple weeks ago, and she was like, you know, she's at the end of her pregnancy, and it was like a high-risk pregnancy. She was pretty scared through most of it, and she was like, I don't know. I wonder if I need to go to the doctor. I wonder. My fingers are tingling. My fingers are tingling. Like, what is it? We're looking it up. And I was like, listen, like,
That's
if you're
spooky.
scared, just like go. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we don't know. You know, it could be anything. And she realized it was just her socks were too tight.
Oh my god.
She took off her socks.
You mean her toes were tingling?
No, her fingers. The circulation was like, it was doing something weird. She took her socks off, and like 2 seconds later, her fingers weren't tingling anymore.
That
That
is
is
crazy.
weird.
Well, also at the end of your pregnancy, you're like really
Everything was weird.
everything's swollen.
I mean, let's be honest. She didn't take her socks off. I took her socks off her.
She can't reach them.
She could not reach it. She made me go around the house. She was like, she's so particular. And she made me go around the house and remake all the beds that her husband had made that in the morning because he didn't make them hotel style.
Stop.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's such a nice thing for you to have
She
done.
was
I
like,
know.
I just hate the way Paul doesn't tuck in the duvet and the pillows are off center and like, can you? And I was like, I got this.
That's what
Let me make some
Auntie
beds for you.
Kelty is there
Are
for.
you good at making beds?
I mean, I can be if I try. I don't make my own bed.
Yeah.
Chris makes my bed, but I can do anything well if someone asks me.
Yeah.
And it's better when it's like somebody else's. You take pride
and I'm
in
like,
it.
ooh, look at these sheets, so beautiful. Look at this comfort.
I make my bed, but it's kind of like a pseudo make.
throw and go.
Yeah. It's not like a really meticulous.
Talking
But
about
I
like
love a great bed.
Me too.
Jared is so particular with the way that we make our bed. We have like one of the weighted blanket, like the quilted weighted blanket that I have like on the end of the bed is like a decoration. And I've never seen somebody have such an aversion, like a visceral reaction to where we put the thing over and it kind of pulls up the side of the comforter, you like on the side of the bed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he like literally gets nauseous and it will almost throw up if it's not tucked underneath like perfectly. And I've never seen anybody so. I'm a particular person, but like he can't deal. Cannot deal.
Do you sleep with that weighted blanket at the bottom of your bed?
No.
So then every night you just take it off?
Yeah.
That seems silly.
It's just a decoration.
That
I
seems
think
weird.
you could have a decoration that's not
a
25
weighted blanket.
pounds.
Well, unfortunately, I got it, and then now I have it, and
it's big.
What am I going to do with it?
What are you going to do? Put it in the closet?
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
It's cute. It's fine.
All right. Should we good week?
Yeah.
It's time for...
Good week,
Yes, it is.
bad week. Oh, no.
So my good week is that I finally realized why I cannot spell.
Okay.
And I know, as a New York Times bestselling author and loser, that spelling is one of the worst things. I know there's spell check and our computers autocorrect, and so we are the generation that like
Didn't learn to spell.
until grade 6 I had to learn how to spell words, and then after that it's been pretty much done for you automatically. But I was recently in France, as you know, and I realized the reason I can't spell is because in Canada all the spellings are different. Everything's O-U-R, like flavor.
Favorite.
That's like the
Favorite,
European.
it's the European, and a lot of times things that are American with a Z or an S, because it's like the French a little bit. And so I'm looking at all these words, and I was like, I knew that's how you spelt that, but it's not spelt that way in the States. And so I'm very confused about my I's, Z's, S's, E's, O's, U's, anything that has to do with one of those letters. It's all very confusing for me, and it's not my fault because I'm a multicultural kind of gal.
I feel like you misspell more than those types of words.
No, but that's where it starts. It stems.
It stems.
But how do you explain not being able to pronounce exacerbate?
Oh my God. That was so fucking funny this
That's
morning.
a hard word. Exacerbate? It sounds like masturbate. It's not
Exacerbate.
Exacerbate is not a word.
Yes, it is.
Exacerbate?
Exacerbate. It's what you tried to say this morning, but you said it exacerbates or something.
It was a serious conversation, so I couldn't stop you, but it was so incredible.
I definitely clocked that exact moment as well.
Exacerbate.
Okay. Well, I don't like to use big words. I used to Wordle
It's because
or
you're
not.
multicultural.
So I grew up in many countries.
Oh my
okay.
gosh. Wait, keep going. Sorry.
My bad week is that it actually has to do with our friend Jerry Mitchell. So, Broadway producer.
Is this the Jerry, You're So Fine?
No, yeah, this is the Jerry of Jerry, You're So Fine.
Okay.
The famous Jerry, Broadway choreographer, director, producer. He got married last weekend. Aww. And he was my director in Peep Show in Las Vegas, and the whole Peep Show cast still has like a text chain, even though it's been 15 years. And Nick, who was the choreographer of the show, was like, "Hey, we're gonna make like a Peep Show reel of like everyone wishing Jerry and his new husband like the best wishes, like from the Peep Show cast. So like before Thursday night, send me your 20-second video, and I'm put it all together." And I was like, "Oh my God, this is so adorable." So then I get busy and I forget to do it until I'm literally looking through my emails on the plane on the way back from France. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to be 4 o'clock. I'm going to miss out. I don't want to miss out. Don't be that person. So I got on the plane.
Go in the airplane bathroom.
Yep. I took my top off. I did a nudie video where I was like, come on, peep, peep. happy wedding, Jerry, from the Mile High Club or something like that. And
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
And I was like, I'm so cute. This is so amazing. The next thing I know, I send it on email over the plane or whatever.
So scared. Who did you send it to?
Who did you airdrop it to?
I sent it to Nick, and I was like, here you go. He's like, oh my God, this is amazing. I was like, great. Then I realized that Nick, I thought this was a video that was just going to get sent to Jerry privately. Mm-hmm. No,
They
it was
showed
posted
it at, like,
on
a party?
No, it was on Nick's Instagram.
Wait, I gotta see
Can we
it.
see it?
I want to see this. And will you post it on LadyGang?
And he's...
Is it Nick
Kenkel.
Kenkel? Oh.
Yes. And he is like... And I was like, everyone else is fully clothed. Everyone else is like, hey, Jerry, loved working with you.
It's so on brand.
Great to see you. And I'm
Kelsey's
literally
like, do you want to see the inside of my vagina?
These girls are like,
No,
hey,
it's-
Jerry, love you. Like, I can't fast forward, but when
okay.
I find my part. She's like, oh, my God, Jerry. And she's wearing the Peep Show shirt. And she's like, oh, my God, love you so much.
And then
she's
she did
doing a little
choreography.
choreography. I love you. You're so cute. You're number one. And then, like, this is what most videos are, okay? And then when we get to me, I'll let you guys know.
It's
But
women that are like mothers in their like mom clothes.
And it's, it looks like they're like
Jess,
doing like a...
Jess put a bra and put like him and her like on a little bra and put her like on her boobs, you know? Just like the sexiest.
That's great.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I cannot wait for yours.
Okay, it's like just a girl in her car. Anyway, so then I wrote Nick on the chat. I was like, wow, I wish I had known this was for public consumption. And he was like, oh my God, were my instructions not good? I was like, I just don't know that like me, Happy Thanksgiving, hosting the Thanksgiving Day Parade needs to be like topless in an airplane on like an Instagram video. But whatever, it's fine. I don't care.
Oh, God.
I don't care. I did it. Anyway, that's it. Sorry.
Okay, so my good week is also a bad week because sorry to be holier than thou.
Great.
But I think having a child has made me so lazy with social media that now any kind of effort whatsoever to me is cringe. And I've decided I'm going to start giving out demerits for cringeworthy behavior on social media.
Ooh, okay.
Great.
To each of you. And you've each won a demerit this week.
Oh, great.
This week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let me start with a round of questions.
Go with Jack. Start with Jack.
Okay. Jack Vanek.
What?
How many years of this podcast have we had?
6?
Now, what has been your overarching opinion on Taylor Swift in the 6 years we haven't?
No, I know where this is going.
We changed our minds.
No, I
stop.
haven't.
Are you her attorney? Are you speaking on her behalf?
Sorry.
If you are, feel free. But do you want her representing you in the court of law? For
No.
demerits and cringeworthy behavior on Instagram? Okay, continue. How many
Cringe
times,
master. No.
How many times have we discussed Taylor Swift? And out of 10 times of discussing Taylor Swift, how many times have you said, I don't get her, I don't get her fans, I'm not a Swiftie, I don't get it?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Even this last time that I was saying...
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Please hold.
Okay. Next.
Next question, Your Honor.
Yes.
So in last week's episode, after the new album of Miss Swift came out,
Yeah.
was
Yes.
released, Jack, you went out of your way to make part of your good week, bad week, something about Miss Swift.
Yeah.
And that opinion was quite starkly different from previous opinions. And you did come across as a genuine, you know what's going on right now. I've changed. I've had a change of heart. Is that correct?
I wouldn't consider it a change of heart. I think that I appreciated a singular song. I wouldn't say that I'm going full blown Swiftie.
Okay. Well, I'm
Because
glad
I don't
we have
even-
that on record now, actually. This song in particular. From the whole album, am I correct? Okay.
Okay. Next.
Well, is it a coincidence that the same time this episode of LadyGang aired, that over on TikTok, the social media medium, out of 6 videos that Jack has posted in the last week, 3 of said videos use a Taylor Swift sound.
You can't get away from her right now on TikTok. It's every sound.
Well,
It really is.
you can if you don't choose it.
I mean, it was. Sorry, I'm coming to the prosecution side for a minute. I knew what you were doing
That's
when
the
you
defendant side.
when
You're
you
on
did
the defendant
okay.
No, I think she's prosecuted.
I'm coming
From
on your
Me.
side.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
When you did the glimmer trend,
Yeah.
I was like,
What's glimmer?
Listen,
This is views. And that's okay.
can I take a stand?
No, 1 second. Hold on. I just want to say that my assumption would be that you were planting the seed. You're a smart girl. You're a very smart girl.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, TikTok means the world to you right now.
Yeah.
And it became very evident that you've manipulated the LadyGang audience into believing you are a Swiftie. You are masquerading around as a Swiftie in order to get viral videos going. Because for those of you who are millennials and you don't understand what the we're talking about, on TikTok, if you use certain songs that are going viral, which of course all of Miss Swift's music is going viral, you are more likely to land on a For You page, which means you're more likely to have more views on your video on TikTok. So, that is my case, and I am sorry. I will let the
I hear you.
prosecution
No, I'm
also
done.
speak.
You are the
Glimmer?
prosecution.
It's the one where you just walk. It's so
No,
stupid.
it's
You
this
walk
one
and then you turn and you shimmer your nails.
This one kid, like, the stupid dance, and then that went viral. And then it was, like, every other video.
Jack danced.
I danced.
She danced. This is 2 demerits for you. You pretended to like Taylor Swift, and you freaking did choreography on TikTok.
And
2
standing choreography.
Standing choreography. So
she
you know
only
what?
do sitting choreography.
Miss
on the
Vanek,
lady.
I am serving you with 2 demerits for cringeworthy social media behavior.
Own your cringe. Own your
Listen,
cringe.
I will take the demerits, and you found me out. That's exactly why I was doing it, because I'm still fucking shadow banned on TikTok for posting the meth commercial from the 90s. I went against community guidelines because I was like, does anybody remember this commercial from the 90s on
How is that
public
bad?
television about meth? And
It's not like it was promoting meth. That's not against community.
it wasn't. But it was like, I was like, what is a commercial that traumatized you as a child?
Yeah.
And that commercial was so scary.
I don't remember that one.
And I was like, if it was on public TV, why can't it go on TikTok? Anyways, ever since that moment
There's
a couple months
different
ago,
rules.
I have been shadow banned on TikTok, so I'm trying to get out of the shadow ban
Well,
land.
you better believe these Swifties are coming for you.
You know what I do? I have gotten so many DMs being like, I love that you're a Swiftie now. And I would like to say I am not a goddamn Swiftie.
Okay.
I'm not. I like that one song, and to be honest, I don't even like it that much anymore because I've listened to it like 10 times, and I'm like, it's
While
not that
creating
good.
your content, you keep hearing it, don't you? Okay, well there you go.
I take
Now,
it back.
Miss Knight,
Okay. Yes.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
You are on the stand right now
Okay.
for cringeworthy social media.
What could it be?
I'm sure it's about Taylor.
No.
Is it when Kelty got the Taylor
Kelty
Swift hand-delivered box from Taylor?
Nope. Kelty Knight.
Oh, God.
We have had a few people running the LadyGang social media over the years. Am I correct?
Correct.
As you can think of, give me an approximate date of when the last time we had an employee or someone other than the 3 of us logged into the LadyGang Instagram account acting as LadyGang on our behalf. When was the last time we had an employee, third party, operating that operation?
Well, our person just finished. She would repost. If it's a repost, it probably wasn't me.
Okay.
We had an employee. She just finished at the end of October.
Okay.
And she reposted. And
Well,
sometimes commented.
Lucky.
I want to know where this is going.
Lucky for you, it was not a repost. Or
Okay.
lucky for us, shall I say.
I'm sure I did something. Is it your Becca post?
No.
That was me. Okay.
There were, while you were in France, you posted an outfit picture.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's cute. And it's like, oh, LadyGang commented on
Oh,
Kelsey's
my God.
Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
I commented on my own
Said,
picture.
go get him, Kay.
Yeah.
But
Shut
yeah. I was
up.
like, I knew it wasn't Fran because who the refers to you as Kay? No one, not one person.
None. No, I've never heard anybody.
Not even her. No, I'm like, this seems like she's
Yeah.
trying to, she's also posing as
God.
someone else that she's not.
When did you did this one
And
other time,
then-
and the comment was like so insane.
Oh, Good Week. That was the other one. You posted something that went down, maybe going to MIP. And
Okay.
It said, you had your thing. There were a couple comments there, and it's like, LadyGang commented on Kelty Nights. And I'm like, that's so weird. I keep seeing this.
Yeah.
And I swear, Kelty's the only person operating the LadyGang account as of now.
Yeah.
And you wrote, Good Week. And then there was another picture that had fire flame emojis.
Yeah.
So Are you admitting to those 3 comments being from you, from the posing as Lady Gang?
She needs that engagement.
Yes. No, that's not why. It's because Mip was so boring. I sat by myself, and the whole world is asleep because of the time difference. So I sat by myself in a little booth for like 12 hours straight, and would you talk for like 10 minutes and then wait for 2 hours. So I had a lot of Instagram time, and I was probably like flipping back before and saw my content, was like, leave a comment, honestly, guilty.
All right. Well, you guys have 2 demerits.
Okay.
I mean, if
I'll
Kelsey,
take
are
mine.
you issuing an extra demerit on top of the Taylor Swift to Jack for another choreography demerit?
Oh, for the glimmer?
Yeah.
No, I'm not holding her accountable. I'm just giving her a warning.
Listen, I'll let you know that'll never happen again.
I don't
could
know.
tell you were
I don't
regretting
know.
it as you were doing it.
I was.
Oh,
I'm just going to...
Callie's going to hang herself off the balcony.
Yeah, I could
You're
tell
in
that.
your Taylor Swift sweats right
Yeah,
now.
it's so soft.
They're cute.
It's
that is
so
a Taylor
soft.
Swift sweat?
Yeah,
That is cute.
It's really good. Okay.
I'm still not a Swiftie.
Well,
Okay.
You heard it here first, folks.
Jack?
My good week, bad week is pretty simple. My good week was, well, it wasn't a good week, but I went and got my body mapped, and they found a precancerous mole.
Oh, fun.
So my good week was that I adulted, and I went and I got it taken care of.
Good.
Where
I got
was it?
On my stomach. I got it scooped out. And stitched up. And I feel like that's one of those things you could like put it off. They found one on Jared. He's still putting it off. He probably won't ever get it taken off because he's just not good at taking care of his health.
Doing life.
If I don't make him go. So I was like, you know what? We got back from tour. I'm like, I'll go get it done. It's like 1 stitch, no big deal. So I was proud of myself and I did that. So they did the stitch, then I had to put a Band-Aid on it. And I had a few different Band-Aids. You change it every day. And then I went...
deja vu.
Why?
When you had a Band-Aid at one point and you did a spray tan.
Spray tan.
Yes. Did that happen like the Playboy thing back in the 90s?
No.
this was
Ooh, but should I
recent.
start doing that?
Do you remember when there was the sticker?
I think I should
for the
start doing
tan?
that. No, I had Band-Aids over this thing. It healed. They took it off. Band-Aids are done. I get a spray tan, and spray tan somehow adheres to old residue on Band-Aids.
Of course.
And I went to When We Were Young Fest. You can still kind of see all of the residue from my Band-Aids. People were asking me, they're like, what happened to you?
Oh, God.
It looked like I had a gaping wound, like 3 inches wide.
Yeah.
It looked so gross. And I'm like, unfortunately, it's in my midriff, and I'm not going to not
You're
wear
like,
a crop
I'm not
top.
wearing a shirt.
Never.
I'll tell you that right now.
That is such commitment to the crop. I mean, that is truly shocking.
It literally like ruined my outfits because I looked it looked like it was a wound that I was not taking care of, but all it was is my spray tan just like attaching itself to old Band-Aid residue from like 2 weeks before.
Special sauce right now.
Wow.
And sometimes it's like I get the spray tan. Do you guys see the ring around my neck right now?
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know. My spray tan went
It's
awry.
because your necklaces sometimes maybe are not real gold.
Oh, they
And
definitely are not.
Okay, and it's giving you like a skin thing that you can't see but is existing. Like not a foam, like a
Film.
A film. Thank you.
Foam.
I mean, you did get complimented on your spray tans at the LadyGang show.
Yes.
I did.
So
You know what? I gotta have them. When your vibe is low, you just gotta cover it up with the spray tan.
When the vibe is low, cover it with a spray tan.
maybe my new chapter will be spray tanning.
Ooh, I love that. Okay.
After all the shit that you've talked on my spray tans,
it would be like you putting Taylor Swift on your TikTok.
Okay. When we come back, it's our Thanksgiving episode. This episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by Spark. We are drinking Spark today and every day to keep our energy levels high and to stay focused. Focus is very important. Spark is AdvoCare's best-selling energy drink mix that has the perfect amount of caffeine for days that we all need a little extra push. It's great tasting coffee alternative powered by V vitamins to support our body's natural ability to make and sustain its own energy and neuroactive ingredients to keep everyone in the Lady Gang focused and alert, which is, very important. Right now, it's the holiday season. There's a lot going on. By the way, raspberry lemonade is my favorite flavor. It's wonderful. I keep the canister kind of right in my pantry so that when I'm heading out the door and I have my bottle of water, I just put a little scoop in my water and it just is an added flavor, but also just literally an added spark. You can find your flavor of Spark and discover more products for everyday health and wellness needs at advocare.com/lady. That's advocare.com/lady. And right now we have a deal. Get 15% off your first order at advocare.com/lady now. That is advocare.com/lady. framebridge.com/lady. I love Framebridge so much. As a girl that is fixer-uppering LA, it is so easy. And Framebridge makes it easier than ever to custom frame everything that matters without ever leaving the house, which, as you know, I hate to leave my house. And it's also so much more cost-effective than going to like a professional framer in your neighborhood. I've had so many experiences with people I love this year. We have tour posters and photos from the holidays and big moments. And so you just go to framebridge.com, you upload your photo, you can do gift frames, you can do like all these different things. You can add a little brass plate, you can add a sweet note on the back for grandma and grandpa. It's really, really great. The experts at Framebridge custom frame your photo and ship it out the very next day. So if you are late in the holiday season to your gift giving, this is perfect for you. Instead of paying hundreds of dollars on last minute gifts, go right now to Framebridge and place your order. Everything starts at just $39 plus free shipping. Order online and go to framebridge.com. Place your order today. Get started. It is the perfect gift. And check out Framebridge's holiday gift shop for frames that ship out the very next day in beautiful gift boxes.
Now back to the Lady Gang.
We're back. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble,
Gobble,
motherfucking gobble.
I can't wait for dinner.
I have some research here for you. The Harvard Medical School released a research this year titled "Giving Thanks Can Make You Happier."
I thought it was going to be a research about like how people are at their all-time sad.
I'm trying to bring us up. The word gratitude
Chronic
is derived
sadness.
from the Latin word gratia, which means grace, graciousness, and gratefulness. In some ways, gratitude encompasses all these meanings. One group wrote about the things they were grateful that had occurred during the week. So they had this like test, right? Some people wrote about their daily intentions. After 10 weeks, those who wrote about gratitude were more optimistic and felt better about their lives. Surprisingly, they also exercised more and had fewer visits to the doctors. And the people who did not keep the gratitude journals had more sources of aggravation.
Do you keep a gratitude journal?
I don't.
I feel like that's something that you should do.
Okay. I have so much pressure on my journals already.
Well, it's like
I'm
you're
trying to make my life easier.
I couldn't do that because I just can't keep up with the journal. Like, there's just no way.
Okay.
But you're a journaler, and I think that you
could do it.
Could benefit by soaking it in and like being grateful for something.
Good news for you. I've prepared a gratitude journal version of the podcast today.
Oh, okay.
So we can get a start. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Number 1. What family member other than your lover are you the most grateful for?
This feels like picking your favorite child.
I mean, I don't have many family members.
I mean, I can't pick between my parents. That would be mean.
Okay.
So my sister.
Okay. Jack?
I mean, my mom, because she's my bestie, and I talk to her every day.
Bill.
What about Bill? Bill's
yeah,
so wonderful.
I know. I mean, I can't. They're basically the same person. They're like attached to the hip.
They are kind of like morphed into one.
Okay.
You know that saying, where there's a will, there's a way?
Yeah.
Where there's a May, there's a Bill.
Where there's a Bill, there's a May. Jared made it up. Isn't that cute?
That's really good.
That is really cute. They're never separate.
No.
No, they're always together.
Have we ever seen? No, I have one time.
My mom?
One time I saw your mom without your dad.
I'll see my mom.
We got injectables together, which is the only reason. And we got peels or something.
Oh, and my dad gets so jealous when my mom gets Botox without him. She's like, "You're too far gone. You can't get Botox."
They look great.
Wow.
They do look great.
Okay, right? So, tell us about something that recently warmed your heart. I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
We were just at the ramen store.
You didn't say who your family member was. Sorry. The ramen store also. We'll circle back.
Ramen. It's the ramen. I think I'm the most thankful for my brother right at this moment because he's in this stage of life where he's like my biggest cheerleader. So I'll be like, hey, like, I really f***ed up. I pooped my pants on the LadyGang tour. He's like, yeah, you did. And it was the best shit you've ever taken.
Oh my God.
He's just like, no matter what he said, what I say.
I love it.
So that's been really nice. Okay. Sorry. At the ramen store, we were walking up.
No, it's not how you're saying ramen. It's that you're calling it a store. Okay. It's a restaurant.
Okay, at the restaurant. We went for ramen, and as we walked up, there's this tiny little girl, and she was in a pink shirt, and she was like full out doing choreography dancing, like just while she was waiting in line. And I was like, be free, little one, because the society is about to restrict you.
Yeah.
In that moment, what I was thinking, because she like caught us watching.
Looking and then kind of stopped.
And what I wanted to do was start dancing also.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, girl, keep dancing.
It's like she went, and I'm like, it's your turn.
Cute.
Every time I walk in the room, I watch the whole room glimmer.
Oh God, no.
Okay, Jack, something lately that's warmed your heart.
That's warmed my heart.
Come on, little emo child.
Well, so it's been very nice for Jared to move to California because he's gotten to know all of my friends and he's gotten like really integrated in my friend group. And we were on tour, obviously, recently. And he was doing a festival in New York at the same time that we were going to be in Texas, and I couldn't be there. And my two friends, Bryn and Courtney, went and hung out with Jared by themselves. Without me.
Cute.
And he just had the best time with them ever. And he like considers them like two of his best friends. And I just think it's really sweet that he has his own personal relationships with like every one of my friends, like regardless from me. And I just think that's really sweet.
Is that weird? Because what if you have a fight and we have to pick sides? We're on Team Jack. I'm just letting
Obviously.
you know. The LadyGang.
You have to go where the person you met first. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that the rule?
Or is the person you're close? I don't know.
Maybe like
I'm actually not sure.
the good person.
Or maybe you'll just never be wrong.
That's right.
It's true.
No.
Becca, what's
That's
warmed
sweet.
your heart?
Zach just sent me a video of Ford making like growling noises and screaming. He's like really finding his voice. Because for a while I was like, this kid is not like even trying to make noise. Like it was
Really?
weird.
Interesting.
Because he's not a big crier. So
Yeah.
he doesn't really
Like not emoting.
vocalize a lot. And so I was like, maybe I have a mute. That would be kind of cool. And then Zach sent me this. I'll play some audio for you. I won't
Great,
bore you
thank
with
you.
my child. But here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. That's Zach. He's got a really raspy
He's
laugh.
really doing his voices.
Yeah, he has a laugh that is so funny. Like oh God, I did the thing that I hate when people are like, my kid is so funny. I'm like, your kid doesn't speak. But he has a funny laugh, and I hope it stays funny. He he sounds like he's
You
80
have a
years
funny
old.
laugh.
I know, but it's
you have the
in a
most
different-
recognizable laugh,
I know.
in the world.
I hope he keeps it. It's so funny. He sounds 90 years old.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I love
He's
it.
Like,
A wheeze?
yes.
Okay. Let me see. Ooh, I love this. This is going to be really hard for us.
Oh God,
Yeah, because it's the opposite of
gratitude.
Yes, of what we would normally do. Because normally we'd just say things we're failing at. Name 5 things.
5.
5. Okay, you know what? I'm taking
3.
it down. 3
Jeez.
things that you are doing well currently.
Oh my God.
Okay.
This is going to be so hard on us. This is excellent. This is what a gratitude journal would do for me.
I think I'm pretty ready.
Okay. Oh, good. Okay.
I'm only trying to think of one.
I'm great. Okay. 3 things.
I think that I'm balancing motherhood the best I have since having a baby.
Fabulous. Check.
I am doing really well at training because I set a goal for myself to run a half marathon. Listen, I want you all to know that once this is done, and I only updated you guys about the marathon before because Kelty told me people were asking, but I want you to know I'm not going to be one of those people that's like talking about.
Your baby's cute, and it's great you ran a marathon, Becca.
Yeah, like I'm doing all the things I hate. But anyways,
Okay.
I'm happy I set a goal for myself, and I've pretty much stuck to it.
Yep.
as
That's good.
best as I possibly can as a fucking new mom, newish mom. And then I have gotten better at saying no. I've gotten better at preserving my energy and not having so many obligations. I've room to grow, and it's still something I'm working on, but I'm really happy that I have said no to a lot of things that I normally would have said yes to. And
That's
that doesn't
good.
really sound like I'm improving at it. It sounds like I'm an asshole, but no, it's actually
that's
important.
Jack.
How many were we saying?
3.
I
I believe in you.
I'm going to say one stupid one.
There's nothing stupid here in the LadyGang.
I have been really taking care of my dental hygiene recently.
Wow.
That I feel very proud about. That's
What
one.
does that involve? What does that entail?
I'm just doing like a full floss every night, and that can really fall out by the wayside really easily. I'm doing a tongue scraping. I'm doing a mouthwash. I'm doing the toothbrush for 2 full minutes. So that's a good one.
Proud of you.
I think that in the recent like past couple years, I've been a lot better at like setting boundaries with like my professional life and time managing my different things that I am doing, because I'm very scatterbrained and I can forget about things very, very easily. So I think that I've been doing a little bit better about that, but I never will be amazing at it because that's just like my personality.
Never say never.
And then I think that was 3.
You know what you've been really good at lately, and I really applaud you for it?
What?
Not carrying around this fucking water bottle as many places as you usually do.
I was going to bring it with us to whatever
I'm so
the thing
glad
we did.
that you
but-
did it.
This is the first time I've seen the water bottle in a minute.
It's
I know.
so nice.
You guys, and I'm not doing a good job at drinking water.
Honestly,
I'm dehydrated as
I'd rather
you
you
hear to my
just take that
voice.
hit.
Ugh. It really hurts my soul.
I think it's just like can you just like do half the size and just refill it? Okay.
Can you put a sticker of it?
No.
Something inspirational.
No.
Kelty, what are you doing while at?
Well, okay. So since the last time I sent a hateful email,
Oh my God.
Callie, come here.
September 21st?
Yeah, it's been about 2 months, and I have really been much better and aware at opening my emails with some what I would call email small talk.
Oh.
Hey, how's your weekend? Or like, hi, Mary. Not just like going right into what I need from Mary. Like a welcome, a hello, a cordial hello, whatever.
You know, all you need to do is hi, name, exclamation point, and then you can be a bitch.
No, I know. I
Like,
was not doing that. I didn't have time for that. So that's A. B, I will say that I have been so much more lenient in a good way on my fitness journey.
That's good.
I always feel like I need to be active because I am feeling so much better when I'm doing that. And I was a weightlifter for so many years, like doing,
You just said that like it was like professional.
not that, but like,
I was like, the one thing you would never be.
No, not like that. Like,
Yeah,
I
like
lifted
you were
weights,
lifting weights.
and I always worked out in the evening because I'm like most productive in the morning. So I like to get up, make my coffee, sit in front of the computer and work.
Yeah.
And then I like to like take Callie for a walk and come back and do my workout and make dinner. And like, I have a whole afternoon vibe. And so I lived with like the overhead hanging gray sky of like, you got to work out today. You got to work out today. You got to write it in the bujo. Like you got to cross the things off.
gosh.
And I've been very gentle with my body. And so I'm being very, I'm listening to her and I'm like, what do you want to do today? This actually started before tour. And I was like, I just want to do yoga. I just want to be stretching. And then I got like a little Pilates machine and I've been like doing Pilates because it brings me so much joy to just like move my legs around in a dancey way.
Yeah.
And I'm not like doing it for
Intuitive
anything.
exercising.
Intuitive exercising. And I'm
for you.
feeling very proud about that. And my last thing, what was my first thing? Oh yeah, my emails.
Your emails.
Okay, my last thing
I do want to get to that though.
is that I have not taken care of myself as a human being in about 4 years. Pre-COVID, I think, was the last time I went for a well woman exam. I haven't had my body mapped. I haven't seen my thyroid doctor. I just keep having him. I keep doing appointments with him online, and I want them over as soon as possible. So when he gets on, I'm like, I feel great, but I don't feel great. And I finally was like, stop copying this on your to-do list every week. Call Lily Lee, your doctor, go refill this. Like, and it keeps getting put off because I'm taking care of like everyone else. I started actually doing it and I made all my appointments for the fall.
Good.
All my doctor's appointments. I have a cavity that I've had for like 6 months, just living there, hurting me every night when I go to sleep. Like, I'm going to actually put my doctor's appointments on the top of the list.
That's very
There
smart.
are people I've seen in social media that have been doing they do a whole day for all their doctor's visits, one day for the year.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I do
commit.
not one day, but I'll do it. I'm like, this is my doctor week.
Yeah.
And I'll just book all my gyno, my physical,
Yeah, that's
all that
great.
shit one week just to get it over with.
Now
and then you can just go get them at the same time every year.
That's true.
That's
now,
true.
I do have something that I want to have start happening.
Okay.
And I'm so sorry we've made you work so hard in one direction, and I may be pulling it back. I'm actually sick and tired of small talk on emails. I'm sick and tired of agreeing.
Me too.
I want to say in the body of the email, yes, that sounds good. 2:00 works. I don't want to sign off. I don't want to say best. I don't want to have a signature. I don't give a shit. You know who it's from. It's like calling somebody, leaving a voicemail, and then saying your number.
Right.
I'm like, why do I have to say best, Becca? You know it came from Becca Tobin's email.
Well, that's why you have a signature, so you don't have to fucking do that.
But I don't want to set
But then
up a
it's like,
signature.
isn't it rude to just use a Signy?
No.
I don't know.
Sometimes
But why do I need to have that? You know who it's from.
It's true because people like to just they like to toot their own horn.
No, I'm sick and tired of the small talk because I just can't. You know what? I put off emails for so long because the thought of having to come up with all of the fucking niceties. But I've been doing it lately, and I think people have really been getting the wrong idea about me. But you know what? Maybe it's the right idea. She doesn't f around. She doesn't mince words, and she doesn't have time for your bullshit.
All right.
Sorry. I'm so grateful.
Wow.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Okay. I have one last one when we come back. This episode of Lady Gang is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Hey, Lady Gang, whether you love true crime or comedies, celebrity interviews, news, or even motivational speakers, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue, right? Well, guess what? Now you can call the shots on your auto insurance, too. Enter the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. The Name Your Price tool puts you in charge of your auto insurance by working just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for your car insurance, and then they'll show you the variety of coverages that fit within your budget, giving you options. That's something that you'll want to press play on. To start with an easy quote, you'll be able to choose the best option for you fast, and it's one of the many ways you can save with Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com to try the Name Your Price tool for yourself and join the over 27 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
You're listening to the Lady Gang.
I'm going to let you guys pick, okay, which question you want to answer.
Okay.
You can each pick something different.
Can I air agreements?
No, this is a thankful episode. Okay. What do you really appreciate about your life?
Okay.
B, what's your worst day of the year? Explain how much you are better off now. C, what special someone has taught you about unconditional love this year?
What was the first one?
The first one was, what do you really appreciate about your life?
Second one?
What was the day where you were like, and like, what have you learned and why you're feeling grateful about that journey now?
Okay.
A dark day that taught you a lesson, something that you really appreciate about your life, or what you can do better, and someone who taught you about unconditional love.
I mean, having a child is like, everybody says it, and they're like, oh, I'm not really sure. And also, I feel the same way about Orly still now that I have a child. I want to just put it out there. People are like, oh, the dogs become dogs. When the babies come, the dogs become dogs. And I'm like, not this dog.
It's a thankful episode, keeping it positive. We all love your dogs.
I've never heard that.
You haven't?
I have.
Every single
Like,
person.
people like give their dogs away. It's so weird.
Rude.
And like every person who has a kid, when I would bring up Orly, they'd be like, just wait, just you wait. And then I'm like, well, I guess I'm a better person than you, Morgan. Okay, sorry, continue.
Okay, that was great. Jack?
Who's Morgan?
Some mom.
Just so mad at this mom.
Can I answer any question I want?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to answer the first one.
It's your fucking podcast, Jack. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, cool. What was the first question?
The first question was who or what in your... No. What is something nice you did for another person this week?
That's not
That
it.
wasn't one of the questions.
How about what do you appreciate about your life? I said I had 14 questions.
That was that one.
What do you appreciate about your life?
I appreciate that I was able to build a life that I want and build a life with freedom in it from the ground up and without giving any handouts. Like I've been working my buns off to create multiple businesses, to live a lifestyle that I enjoy. So I enjoy actually doing the things and enjoy work, because a lot of people don't. And I feel very fortunate that I'm able to have a job that I like to do.
Ooh, I love this. Okay. Let me see. Oh, unconditional love in the past or present. Well, not Callie, because as you know,
It's very conditional here.
coyotes
And when
might
she
get her.
goes, when she goes.
When she goes, she goes.
When it's her time, it's her time.
I
guys.
do love her so much. Oh, this is hard. Who made this show?
Is there a dark day that taught you a lesson? Was it? Have you learned anything from the New York Times failure this year?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. I think in general, this entire year has been a lesson in what matters. I absolutely still get off the thankful train, or the train of mental wellness, if you will. But yeah, I think failing at a bunch of stuff over the last few years, and then it all kind of cultivated in the project. It was like I was really upset in that one day, but then I was able, like I have been with other rejections, to get over it really quickly, and not lying getting over it. I'm still salty about other things in my career that have happened, more so than I am about the book.
Good.
I really was and because you actually said something, well, Jack, when we were getting the Coke, and then Becca on the street when I was crying.
Coca-Cola, everyone.
Coca-Cola, yeah. Sorry.
When we're secure in the bag.
It was it really is a stupid thing to chase these titles, and I have, so many of them that it's I don't need any more.
You don't. You never needed them to begin with.
I know, but it's not going to change anything. It's truly not changing anything.
No. We didn't make any more money when we made the New York Times list.
No, you don't. And it's but society puts these things when we did that episode and I was reading the goalposts to you, and it's when I have this, I'll feel better. It'll feel settled. It'll feel okay, we did it. And it's just no, you're never actually going to probably feel better. And you're always going to be some weird, insecure kid that's trying to get people to love you. And it's who I am. But it's okay, great. I don't know. Yeah, I felt I'm thankful for that. And I also feel the minute that I let go of okay, you know what, just do you, then really good stuff started happening.
I love that.
Yep. So anyway,
lovely.
Thank you all for watching. I hope I'll see you all on CBS. I'm hosting the Thanksgiving Day Parade. I got a beautiful...
Oh, you mean watching the CBS?
Wait, do you have your outfit?
Yeah, I got a beautiful coat on Poshmark for $55. It's an old Kate Spade coat that's yellow with fur on the sleeves and on the collar. It's
her power color.
It's very festive, and I love it so much. And happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks for listening. The Lady Gang is produced by Alex Ingber, Steve Delameter, and Jared Monaco. Make sure you subscribe, rate, and review our podcast. And if you love it, share it with your friends on social media. Oh my God, I just listened to Lady Gang. This episode's so great. Swipe up to listen. And if you really want to, which we know you do, please follow us on social. At Kelty, at Becca, at Jack Vanek, and at The Lady Gang. Sign up for our newsletter at theladygang.com and join our secret Facebook group. It's super fun. See you next Tuesday.
All month long on Pluto TV, stream the biggest Tyler Perry movies free. Watch your favorites like Medea's Witness Protection and Medea's Big Happy Family. Join Tyler Perry as he goes on a couples retreat with Sharon Leal in Why Did I Get Married? Or Idris Elba and Gabrielle Union in the Tyler Perry directed film Daddy's Little Girls. Plus, Pluto TV has hundreds of channels with thousands more movies and TV shows. Available on live and on demand. Download the free Pluto TV app on all your favorite devices and start streaming now. Pluto TV. Drop in, watch free.